2, 1. Hey!
Yo!
So we watched Five Nights at Freddy's, and I think you and I had our biggest major disagreement.
Yeah, I think it's actually a good movie.
Look, I want to like it. Here's the thing, I really want to like it. Because it has a lot... Okay, let me get it out of the way. I didn't like it. But, I mean, it was bad, at least for me. I understand why you liked this. Just there was just so many scenes I was either annoyed.
Yeah, because a lot of it was set up and it's sort of an anticlimax.
That, and also like a lot of the setup didn't work. At least for me, there wasn't
enough for you to figure it out.
Exactly. It's kind of like
in my case, I kind of figured it out because while I may not have played the games, I knew enough about them, and I've always watched videos on it, the lore videos from back then.
Yeah, and maybe that was my problem. Maybe I didn't see much of the lore beforehand. But even still, I felt like I should have liked this movie. It has a lot of things I'm into. Like, it's basically a Nightmare on Elm Street mixed with Chuck E. Cheese and a bit of Lovecraft.
And Saw.
Like, it has all these elements I should like in a horror film. But
I also think it's because the PG-13 kind of...
Exactly, that too. That's also my other major.
Because there are moments where it feels like it was trying to go above PG-13, but couldn't.
Exactly, that. And I feel like if they've gone all the way, I might have liked it a lot more. And also, like... I just found the characters, with the exception of the brother character and maybe the little girl at the end, I just kind of hated every character.
Yeah, and honestly, in my case, it was similar to your thoughts on the characters for the most part. I didn't care for Dion. She does nothing. She's literally a plot point, and that's it.
Exactly. There was no point to her. You could have cut her out, and nothing would change.
There were very few kills in this movie.
Yeah, the kills were.
There is an actual kill count. And by movie standards, it's actually pretty high, but the kills that you actually see in the movie are pretty low.
They're so bad. Like, they're so lame.
Like, I wouldn't say all of them are bad.
There's one, I remember.
One.
And that was the ending, where the guy dies at the end.
Yeah. Where brain trap happens.
Speaking of characters, can I just say, even though his character, the twist character was not set up, I really like Matthew Litter as the villain, despite his character not being well written or set
sort
up.
of. The character the actor is based on actually has a lot going for him, but they really didn't set him up well. Like, there should have been
there should have been hints.
More than hints, there should have been a movie leading up to this.
Exactly. Like, this feels like a sequel to a movie that doesn't exist.
Yeah. We might get a prequel sequel, but
Yeah. We might get, like you said, we might get a sequel or prequel, but...
No, prequel, sequel. Basically, a sequel that's also a prequel.
Oh, yeah, like Godfather Part 2.
Or, Star Wars Episode 1, 2, 3.
Oh, boy. To be fair, those are... You know what? Let's not talk of...
Yeah, we're not talking about Star Wars today.
Yeah, let's continue with Five Nights at Freddy's.
I do like the animatronics.
Oh yeah, me too.
For the most part, it's like
it's like a mixture of CGI.
Mixture of practical with CGI, but the CGI is only like around the eyes.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Because for the most part, you can actually see them. Legitimately imagine people actually wearing them as costumes.
Yeah, it's basically, this is how you combine practical and CGI well. It's like the Terminator 2 effect, where it uses both really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, outside of the siblings and maybe the cop character.
Vanessa, who is a character in the games as well, but she's a character from the more recent ones.
Yeah, I just hated every character, and not in like a entertaining way. I just found them taking too much space.
Or, not explaining well enough.
Like, okay, I get it. Like, he assaulted a father at them all. Okay.
Yeah, I get it. That's perfect setup for how you introduce this character.
As an outcast.
As an outcast who's pretty much, down on his luck or,
Exactly,
going
but
through
my
shit.
problem.
Hell, even with the sister, it makes sense. My problem was with the other characters, and this includes the animatronics.
Mm-hmm.
Because, the animatronics are a major part in this movie. They really don't do much.
Yeah, they're just there.
Yeah.
It's like in a movie, in their own movie.
Easily.
Exactly, which is sad because this movie's called Five Nights at Freddy's, and Five Nights at Freddy's doesn't do shit.
Yeah, but I also see it as realistic because these are ghosts.
I mean, true.
Children. Ghosts of children.
Oh yeah, that's a horrifying part. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Nah, that was always a thing in the Five Nights games.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Also, this is just me.
He has no knowledge of the Five Nights games, lore, or stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I know at least the lore and most of the major players.
Yeah, but having been said that, even as, I feel like I should have liked this movie. It has a lot of things I liked in it. It's just whether it's the side characters or the PG-13 rating, I just found it underwhelming.
Yeah, it's fine. I personally see this as a movie with flaws, but potential.
Exactly. I saw the potential. It's just that I was kind of frustrated because it was not.
And for me, I think it did realize a bit of it. But
yeah, at the end.
At the end, but even then, it's too little, too late.
Exactly. That's my problem. That's why I didn't like it. It's missed potential, but having said that, there are things I really liked about it, like the ending.
Yeah, and to me, I kind of like the fact that it kind of pulled a sort of Nightmare on Elm Street moment.
Oh yeah, I love that.
With the spirit of the animatronics.
That was a surprise to me. At first I thought,
going after our main character and for a bit, and they actually hurt him in the dream, and it does transfer to him outside of it. Kind of like how in the Nightmare on Elm Street, whenever Freddy Krueger messed around with someone, it actually did transfer.
I actually really like that. At first, I thought it was the film must attempt to be artsy, but then I was like, oh wait, no, this is just a nightmare. No. When you said, oh yeah, you're right. Never mind, that's just my. But yeah, in retrospect, I really like that. It's not new, but it's creative.
Yeah. I also like a lot of the references that I personally noticed, or stuff like that. You might not have noticed it, or due to the fact that you never played them or stuff like that. But there were a lot of references to characters from other games like Circus Baby, even some of the failed animatronics, the hippo, the dog. I think the dog was one of them. I don't remember. And other things. Hell, I actually like the fact that they made the cupcake an animatronic.
Okay,
which is stupid, and yet at the same time, I've seen it happen before in one of the games. Five Nights sister location, where a version of Freddy basically has this mini bunny puppet that actually acts on its own.
Oh wow!
Which is actually kind of cool. So,
but yeah, this movie, and I'll say this: it's shot well. I mean,
it's shot well.
It's better than most movies. It's better than most movies.
But I also put this on the fact that this was in development hell for a while.
Oh yeah, that's another reason why it didn't live up to the potential. Yeah. Which here's the thing.
I actually think it's also because this would have been better received if it had been released during the zeitgeist of Five Nights.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Not where it is now.
Exactly, and here's the thing. I didn't like this movie, but at the same time, I'm hyped for the sequel because if the sequel comes out, maybe it'll fix all of my problems. Because, sometimes sequels are better than the originals.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and even, for example, there's some sequels that are better than bad movies. Like the Purge movies are better than the first Purge film. What?
We'll get to that if we ever talk about the Purge movies, but
yeah. But
just in case,
okay. Look, I haven't seen them either. I'm just that's what I heard. But anyway, I'm really hyped for the sequel. I'm crossing my fingers that it's better. But yeah, this film was really underwhelming for me. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't like Batman v Superman bad, where it's
No,
like
no,
an abomination or stupid stuff like
No,
that.
it's a harmless movie.
Exactly. Like
And
I really want.
Honestly, I think that's also the problem with what some of the critics have been taking with this movie. That they have to go critic first, audience second, or haven't gone through what a lot of fans or people have when playing these games.
Yeah, I mean, if I watched it as a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, I might have liked it more. Like maybe I would have given it.
Maybe you would have liked it more, or maybe you would have hated it more. Who knows?
That too. But yeah, originally I wanted to give it a 3 out of 10, but you know, in retrospect, like there were some things I really liked in the movie.
For me, this is a 7. It's a respectable place for me. It's not a 10. It's not a 6 or a 5, which is, you know, slightly above average to average movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting it at 7 because for all its flaws, it's actually a pretty well done film.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a score for it, so I guess. I mean, there's things.
Just go with whatever you think is right.
Like, I don't want to be on the crit side, but I'm sorry, I had to be honest. It's a 3 out of 10. There's stuff that I liked. It's just that it's missed potential for me.
That's fine.
But yeah, do I recommend it?
Yes!
Yeah.
I actually recommend it, even though both of us have different points of view.
Yeah,
with
like,
it.
I recommend it. It's at least an interesting movie.
It's an interesting movie, and if you ever want to see what originally caused the zeitgeist for animatronic horror films like the Willy's Wonderland shit with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, this will probably do. This will make you understand, and also, I guess this is the closest thing we'll get to a new Nightmare on Elm Street film. So thanks, Universal.
Peace.
Peace.